Hello, welcome to 1 in 2. I'm Sandra Shaw, an exercise specialist in balance and bone health, and this is Moira.
And I do have osteoporosis, and I'm here to show you some nice, tasty, relatively easy recipes.
Okay, so I will be looking at an exercise today to strengthen these core muscles, the muscles around the stomach, because sometimes when you do have osteoporosis, you have to think about different ways of strengthening the stomach as opposed to lying on your back on the floor. And Moira is going to have this lovely curry, which I'm really looking forward to trying today. So over to you, Moira.
It's Indian prawn curry.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I've got my wok heating up here. In my bowl here, I have 250ml of coconut milk. To that, I'm going to add, this is tomato puree. Okay, a tablespoonful of tomato puree. Put that in. Tablespoonful of lemon juice. This is a teaspoonful of caster sugar, half a teaspoonful of salt, 1 teaspoonful of garam masala, half a teaspoonful of ground cumin, eighth a teaspoonful of red pepper. Mix it all together. To that I'm going to add 3 tablespoonfuls of finely chopped coriander. So in that goes. Now I use chilli flakes, because it's easy. You can use fresh chilli for ease. I put about 1.5 teaspoonfuls, but we like our curry quite fiery.
Okay.
So it's up to you. So just give it a stir, good stir. And that's basically your mix done for your sauce.
That sounds delicious.
I now have the wok, as you can see, smoking. To that I'm going to add about a tablespoonful of oil, just sunflower oil. Into that I'm going to put a teaspoonful of black mustard seeds, and they're lovely, along with 3 teaspoonfuls of garlic, crushed garlic. Just fry that for a few minutes. You don't want to burn it.
So with prawns as well, they really are
That's the next thing, yes.
very positive in terms of bone health, aren't they? They've got phosphorus and magnesium, so it's all going in the right way. It's good.
I'm going to add the prawns now. While these are cooking, which will be probably 5 minutes or so,
Okay.
maybe you could do your exercises. They've got to turn pink. Okay, just keep turning them around. You smell it all.
Oh, it smells lovely. So we'll see you shortly, Moira.
Lovely.
One of the questions I do sometimes get asked by a number of my clients who do have osteoporosis, particularly in the spine, is how do I work my stomach? Could be an alternative to doing this? So these are the movements ideally you should try to avoid. But what you can do is you can substitute that for this exercise. So you would have your knees hip width apart, knees in line with your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. You're not going to see anything happening, but what you need to know is you pull your tummy muscles in nice and tight to support the spine, and you have to visualise pulling your knees. You're pulling your knees up towards your hands and then relaxing. And what you'll feel is these core muscles starting to work. The tummy muscles pulled in, pulling the knees up towards the hands and coming back to the centre. Now for those of you who would find that quite difficult to be resting on your hands, what you can do is rest on your forearms and do exactly the same movement. So don't think about moving the knees, there's no movement in the spine. Pull the tummy muscle in, imagine you're pushing them into the ground, bringing them up towards the wrist and coming back to the centre. Okay, let's see how Moira's getting on in the kitchen.
Well, back in the kitchen, and the prawns, as you can see, are turning pink. They're not quite ready yet, so we'll just leave them for a couple more minutes. Okay, the prawns now are cooked, so I'm going to add the mix that I made a little while ago. Just put it all in. You probably need to cook this probably for about 5 minutes, I would say. Before actually serving, I'm going to add a little bit of cornflour, probably 1.5 teaspoonfuls with a little bit of water, just to basically thicken it. Okay, so we'll come back in 5 minutes to see how it's doing. So here's the curry. It's now almost done. With this, I would probably serve cauliflower rice or brown rice, something like that, which is healthy. So yeah, I think we can now actually plate up. I've actually added the cornflour, so as you can see it's thickened a little bit, which is what you want. So now I'm going to plate up. And here we have your Indian prawn curry.
Well, that smells absolutely delicious. That's really good.
It is.
So,
Would you like to try some?
I would love to try some. So what we're going to do, we're going to tack into this dish. Any comments in the comments box for us, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.